All new at 5, North Carolina filing suit against 8 e-cigarette firms today. State Attorney General Josh Stein announced the lawsuit this morning, saying those 8 companies market to young people with candy and dessert flavors, as well as ads on social media. And now he's calling on the courts to shut down marketing to underage kids. NBC Charlotte's Tanya Mendis is live at 5. Tanya, what else did Stein say today?
Well, Stein said point blank that this is the #1 health concern for teens in our area. We went into a random store today just to kind of see some of what he was talking about. Sure enough, within a few minutes, we found a couple of flavors: watermelon twist, blueberry. Stein says that this marketing is intentional. They look like candy, fruity cereal, have flavors like unicorn, graham cracker, gummy bear, but cut through the smoke and mirrors, and these are vape products. Products with marketing North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein says have no business on North Carolina store shelves.
We simply have to do more to protect kids, and I, as Attorney General of North Carolina, refuse to stand by as e-cigarette companies entice thousands of children to use their products.
Stein filing 8 lawsuits today against 8 e-cigarette companies he says are intentionally trying to market their products to kids.
They design the product so they look like apple juice boxes, even complete with a plastic straw on their side.
The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services says they've already seen 15 cases of severe lung disease directly connected to vaping. Nationwide, more and more young people are being hospitalized. Stein calls vaping the #1 health concern among young people.
We simply cannot have another generation of young people addicted to nicotine.
Prompting some school districts like Caldwell County to ban e-cigs on campus, with automatic suspension doled out on the first offense.
If any parent out there has a child in high school or middle school and they have not had a conversation with their kid about juuling, they better do it.
And in fact, the Attorney General has already filed a lawsuit against Juul, asking a judge to require that company to stop selling directly to minors and to take some of those flavors that would be appealing to teenagers off of the store shelves. Reporting live, I'm Tanya Mendis, NBC Charlotte.
All right, we'll definitely continue to follow. Tanya, thank you.